Guys, DG, I'm back again. Arsenal obviously just beat Stoke City FC 3-0. We don't move on anywhere in the table. We just stay where we are, and we put the pressure on, like our neighbours Spurs. We put the pressure on Chelsea. But away from all of that, we might as well review the player ratings. I'm not too sure where to start, so I'm going to start with someone that I've missed playing football for this club. He's had a lot of question marks. Is he good enough to lead the line and all of these things? Lacazette. Now, I wanted him to start this game. Clearly, that's wishful thinking, and that's just a fan in me talking. His fitness and all these things weren't there. Long story short, he was always going to start on Thursday. And the way he played, he definitely deserves to play. When he came on, he changed the game. Yeah, we won 3-0, and Ramsey turned on the style in the second half, and Ozil and all the others did. But people won't remember what Lacazette did, man. He came off the bench. He ain't played in a minute. He showed the hunger, chasing lost causes, mixing it up, drawing fouls, barging people, getting in it. Look at him getting into handbags with Sobi. He was up for it. Clearly, a lot of that hunger is just right. He wants to prove everybody that he can be a success at Arsenal. And he wanted to prove to himself that he can as well, and he was just hungry for not playing football. He deserved his pen. Well, the goal, not the penalty, was a harsh pen. It was stupid from my man, but yeah. I give him a 9, to be honest with you, because he changed the game and he grabbed the goal in that short amount of time. He kind of changed the game to a degree. Generous, if you could say that. So yeah, I give him a 9. Mkhitaryan wasn't on the pitch long enough, neither was Xhaka to give rating. So let's crack on with those that started the game now. Ospina, I give him a 5. There was a bit of question marks, but to be honest with you, it weren't. If I'm gonna dig out players that I necessarily didn't believe played well, I'm gonna get onto the midfielders. So Ospina, I give him a 5, man. Bit questionable. He did try to find Aubameyang, and even though no one else wanted to, so he gets a 5. Chambers initially poor passes. In fact, a couple poor passes throughout the whole game. But I believe when other people were playing poor passes, he was bailing a lot of people out, to be honest with you. He cleared the ball when it needed to be cleared. I felt he had a decent game, to be honest, from start to finish. So I'm going to give him a 6, to be honest. I'll give Mustafi a 7. Another one that was playing woeful passes, collectively the whole team was. But yeah, trying to be Xavi or Pirlo. He quite failed at that aspect, but he made a number of superb last-ditch tackles to save us. There was one, Shaqiri tried to step over him, he stood up well and won the ball. A couple of times he nipped in the front and won the ball, and that's been one of Mustafi's weaknesses, or so, if you could say that, in the sense that we know he's aggressive, he likes to dive in, and he's mistimed that a lot of times, but today I felt he got that spot on, dealt with a lot of things in the air. Kept it, well, he was involved in the second for Aubameyang, he kept it going, so I give him a 7, man. I don't really think the defenders necessarily played poorly, and if I'm going to dig people out, it's not going to be them, so I give him a 7. Monreal was stressed out in the first half by Shaqiri. He was kept busy on the left-hand side, but he was his usual consistent self. He does what it says on the can sort of guy, so he gets a 6. Ramsey, I'll give him a 6.5/7. Do you know what? Let's just give him a 7. Much better second half. I felt all of the midfielders were appalling in the first half, to say it nicely. But I'll give him a 7. He made things happen. Very greedy. Could have squared it when you went round Butland or something. So yeah, man, I'll give him a 7. Carried that on against CSK Moscow, no doubt. Ozil's another one that I'm going to give a 7 to. Turned it on in the second half, and at the end of the day, he was involved in 2 of the goals that we scored, so how can you not get a 7? It was funny to see him moaning with Bellerin and all of these things. He kind of does what he wants in that aspect. One thing I will say, Ozil, what are you doing kicking the ball off? Like, I get it, if it was our players, I'll be screaming, kick the ball off if the other team was doing it, but it's Stoke. We ain't got the nicest of reputations against him. My man's not got a mad injury. It's not like Diouf was holding his head. We're not winning at this moment. So why are you kicking the ball off? Ozil, fix that, man. Come on. So yeah, 7 for Ozil. El Nene, give him a 5. Passed the ball forward, bro. He was doing so well, but he stopped in that aspect. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 5. Wilshere, I'm going to give him a 5. Just done enough. A bit poorish kind of game from Wilshere, in my opinion. I love Wilshere. He's the reason I do this visit, but weren't his usual self. Danny Welbeck, without a doubt, gets a 4. I didn't see anything of significance from you, Welb, sadly. Bellerin, I give Bellerin a 6, you know. I felt like Bellerin had a good game, man. He was kept busy on the right-hand side. He had a good little battle out there, and I believe when it was just little times when they could have went up for a header, he was pretending to go up for a header and then letting it run out of play. He felt Bellerin had a decent game. Decent going forward today as well. Can still improve massively, don't get me wrong, in that aspect, and he did frustrate me. But I think Bellerin's done enough to get a 6. I'll give Aubameyang a 9, man. He grabbed 2 goals, stepped up to take the pen after missing it. For me, chase, lost causes. like Lacazette has had to see at this club, when it's not going to happen, you're just going to have to drop deep. He dropped deep. You see him nutmeg. You see a couple little skills. He was grafting. When Lacazette came into the game, you saw him, them both of them swapping, playing through the middle, working the channels. It was a good game for him. It was a good game from Aubameyang, man. So I give Aubameyang a 9 as well, same way Lacazette. So yeah, man, I don't believe I'm missing anyone else out. And it's, to be honest, on the note on Aubameyang, it's nice to see him grab 2 goals. It's nice to see him pass the opportunity of getting a hat trick, with the context of wanting to pay respects to your grandma, to Lacazette, who's got his own problems with injury. Nice to see the brotherhood and togetherness that you guys are developing. Nice to see that's what, 5 goals in 6. It'd be 6 in 6 if against Spurs when Wilshere played him through in. If the linesman didn't put the flag up for offside. You guys know I got to claim that. I mean, I'm still out here claiming. There was a couple years ago, I'm so sure we played Liverpool first game of the season, or within the first 3-4 games of the season. Ramsey scored, then it got chalked off incorrectly for offside, and we needed them points. I keep these things long in my memory, guys, man. Yeah. But on that note, that's the player ratings. There's not much more to be said. Guys, deluded, get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest. Thank you very much for watching. That's the player ratings. Arsenal 3, Stoke City 0.